Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and are tuned in to the latest episode of Jonathan Clarke Video Blogs. You're going to have so much fun on this YouTube channel because I love talking about everything Descendants and Zombies, because I have forever and always appreciated how much Descendants and Zombies means to a global audience, which is each and every one of you. We talk about the YouTube algorithm all the time and giving you guys what you want, but basically what the YouTube algorithm is each and every one of you for your passion for Descendants and Zombies. So if 15,000 people are YouTubing Descendants and Zombies, these videos are recommended to them for how many likes and how many views each video gets. And I think one of the greatest appreciations in the world, really in a lifetime, only once in a lifetime, is giving you guys what you want so that it's Descendants and Zombies content. It's become the greatest honor of my life. So every chance I get, I love coming on this show. I love giving you my thoughts and predictions on Descendants and Zombies, which I think we can never hear enough of. And I wish more people would actually give you their thoughts on Descendants and Zombies, because I think the majority of the videos that you're watching really aren't delivering you the content or providing you with the analogies that you deserve, because they're criticizing Kylie Contrell, Freya Sky, perhaps because of some performance they gave less than 24 hours ago at the Worlds Collide Tour, which they attended. But what you got to realize is they are paid to attend these concerts. So because they are paid to attend these concerts, they are going with the sole purpose to criticize it. And for me, that really hurts me. It really hurts my soul when I see videos uploaded to YouTube that are filled with criticism about a performance Kylie Contrell gave. Kylie, I want you to know that you are doing a wonderful thing for people who are inspired by you, because that's what they are. They are inspired by you, and you are touching thousands of hearts with each performance that you give, because I see the dedication coming from your soul and your heart, which is a greater appreciation from any superstar that I've seen come and go. And believe you me, I've seen the best of them come and go, guys, from Taylor Swift to Ariana Grande. But nobody has touched the hearts of so many wonderful people like Kylie Contrell has. So my question is, why? Why are we criticizing her? Can't we just back off the girl and give her a chance? Because if we give her a chance, Kylie Contrell is going to really metamorphosize into an incredible superstar who is going to forever present an argument for being the new Taylor Swift or being the new Ariana Grande. Because I've had this issue for forever where the same 4 or 5 celebrities have been a revolving door of conversation. How many conversations do we hear about Taylor Swift? Just yesterday, I think for some British television network, BBC or something, there was a late night talk show called Andrew Graham or something. I think Taylor Swift was his guest star, his guest celebrity he was interviewing. The point being, every single time you turn on your TV or online on some social media website, it's always about Taylor Swift. Everything seems to revolve around what's going on in Taylor Swift's life. Just recently, of course, 12.8 million was generated from the opening night of Taylor Swift's Party of a Showgirl, which was a documentary theatrical release on Taylor Swift's latest studio album. It's her 12th studio album, and people just can't stop talking about it because Taylor Swift's name is on the album. It's on the cover. So everybody is trying to get her for PR, and because of this, she's blowing up again after saying she's tired emotionally and you know, not physically well anymore from all these tour dates off the Eras tour last year. So take her off. You know, give somebody else more of a chance to be exposed and to be in the spotlight, because I think that people like Kylie Contrell and Freya Sky have been forever deserving of the spotlight that they're not seeing enough of. And here's the thing. People love Kylie Contrell, so they're not going to have a problem with it. They're not going to see anything wrong with Kylie Contrell being in the spotlight more or Freya Sky being in the spotlight more. I love Freya Sky. You guys were trying to convince me to become a fan of Freya Sky. I was skeptical on it at first because I didn't know that much about Freya Sky or her character Nova, what she was going to bring to the Zombies franchise, but I'm here to let you guys know that I think she's cool. I think everything about her is just amazing. It's really, you know, falling into place for Freya Sky. It's setting up for a beautiful future for her that we're all going to be a part of, because this is history in the making. So I think that if we're talking about someone like Freya Sky, let's give her a chance. Let's see how far we can push songs like Can't Fake It and Gold's Gone to the heights of unprecedentedness, because she's selling millions of albums off FreyaSky.com, which, by the way, I love. I think the website layout is absolutely beautiful, because I used to design websites years ago for high school. I used to love collaborating websites, and I thought it was really cool how FreyaSky.com had this beautiful backdrop. She's selling her merch off of her website. The link to her store is on her YouTube channel, which has, I think, something like 500,000 subscribers. That's more than any. Disney pop star that we've seen come and go, and I've seen the best of them come and go, and I've heard the best of them talked about. I've seen the best of them be reviewed, like Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus for forever. The conversation has been about these past Disney pop stars. But the cool thing about you guys is you see how great of a superstar Freya Sky has become. And because you see how great of a superstar Freya Sky has become, you have forever and always supported her, which I give you a profound amount of respect for. I think that never enough nice things can be said about somebody like Freya Sky. Never enough videos can be posted about her. Because I feel as if somebody is reviewing Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, which was her first movie, they are reviewing it because people are expecting criticism to come from that video. And I think you, as a fan of Descendants and Zombies, have become accustomed to seeing this criticism thrown out the way of Kylie Cantrell and Freya Sky because they love getting reactions out of these celebrities. Somebody who I had an issue with years ago, Perez Hilton, not PerezHilton.com, used to love to criticize Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff years ago. Britney Spears was another girl that he couldn't get enough of criticizing. And it presented an issue to me because I felt a lot of entertainment bloggers were really shedding a negative light on these celebrities because we don't know what goes on off the camera for people like Britney Spears and Hilary Duff and Lindsay Lohan. For years, Lindsay Lohan has received her fair share of criticism. She's back now. The hype for Freakier Friday was amazing. I attended the red carpet premiere of that one a couple of weeks ago, and I loved it. Thousands of people also loved it and felt mutual about it. So I think great things are ahead and in store for Lindsay Lohan. But she was one of my favorite Disney stars to watch. She was a girl who I was fond of ever since she was 12 years old in the 1999 reboot of The Parent Trap. And since then, after falling in love with Lindsay Lohan, I was one of those guys on YouTube that if I were going to review Lindsay Lohan, I chose to review Lindsay Lohan in a positive way because I really thought that she was going to be something special coming off the Disney company, and so too was Hilary Duff. But people like Perez Hilton and TMZ.com couldn't get enough of criticizing her, and I think that the same logic is applying now to people like Freya Sky and Kylie Cantrell, who have become victims of certain celebrity bloggers that you guys have grown tired of. You're watching the same 4 or 5 videos of Descendants every single time that you sign onto your YouTube account with your Google account, and you're watching the same 4 or 5 videos because those 5 videos are giving you what you want. But there are never enough of those same 5 videos popping up on YouTube. So when I saw the criticism of Kylie Cantrell and Freya Sky becoming somewhat of an issue last year, I said to myself, okay, I've seen Kylie Cantrell cry enough. My parents wouldn't want me to be here on YouTube reviewing it in a negative way because my mom was a school teacher for over 30 years and she wanted to encourage people to achieve their dreams, which she most certainly did after 30 years. And after she financed my radio show for the first time in August of 1999, seeing promise behind it. No matter how many times I tell you guys she thought it was a stupid idea, she did believe in her heart that my radio show was going to amount to the heights of unprecedentedness. So, with my parents, passed on, I've tried to carry on their legacy of, encouraging people like Freya Sky and Kylie Cantrell to be better and to, kind of shy away from the criticism as long as you guys forever and always support them. Because what I'm here to do is I'm here to secure the legacies of your favorite stars. Because if I can't secure the future of these stars, nobody is going to be able to do it. The thing is, I see a genuine person like all of us and Kylie Cantrell and Freya Sky who has been there for us from the very beginning. It's kind of like, we have to gain a trust between us and these stars that we're talking about. And as columnists, we look for somebody. My job is to find somebody who is an inspiration to each and every one of you and someone who you are going to love. And when I find somebody that you're going to love, I'm supposed to push those celebrities out further so you become familiarized with them, you fall in love with their music, whatever they're promoting. If they're in a movie, you guys will go watch it. I love watching movies that people like Freya Sky and Kylie Cantrell have been. TV series, what have you, on Disney Plus. I'm a really big fan of what Disney Plus has happening on it right now. While others have checked out of Disney Plus and Marvel for the multiverse stuff and more than one Hulk and more than one Spider-Man, I think this stuff is really cool. And I really love how Disney Plus puts stuff out a lot quicker than a lot of on-demand streaming services to give us a chance to watch it. Freakier Friday just dropped a couple of days ago. It's available also on digital now. So I really love how Disney is really promoting these stars, but I feel as if the people who are uploading the videos of these stars like Kylie Cantrell and Freya Sky are doing a ridiculous job because they too love to criticize it. So they too get a reaction from themselves emotionally. Their hormones are running wild, what have you, about how they feel about Kylie Cantrell and Freya Sky. Because here's the thing, here's the underlying issue with all of this that I see. They know that you love these stars so much that you're watching these videos hoping that they're going to say something nice about your favorite stars, and they really aren't. And it really upsets me because you guys deserve to hear nice things about your favorite stars like Freya Sky, because you can't get enough of that song, Can't Fake It. Can't Fake It was a beautiful song. The outfits she wore in the music video were great. I've seen so many posters and promotional advertisements with her face on it, billboards. The Worlds Collide Tour photo could not go without her face being on it and being on the billboard, which I really appreciated. The relationship between herself and Malachi Burton has been off the charts. I really look forward to Zombies 5 happening, because Zombies 5 is going to present us with a more innovative plot, a more intriguing plot. In Descendants 5, like in Wonderland, we have the characters of Alice in Wonderland having a greater appreciation and a stronger emphasis placed upon them. So it's really cool when we see people supporting Alice in Wonderland Cinderella characters more than they ever have before. I really like how Chloe Charming, the daughter of Cinderella and Prince Charming, has really come into her own, and I expect more out of her in Descendants 5 Book of Wonderland, because as much as an emphasis as there was on her in The Rise of Red, there can be a stronger emphasis put on her and more of a story told with her. The thing is, there is so much of a lore with characters from Cinderella and Alice in Wonderland that I think a lot of people have a greater appreciation for, and it's only the diehard fans that really understand where I'm coming from, because there were a total of 4 books in the Alice in Wonderland series, and I think everybody, no matter if they choose to admit to it or not, chooses Alice in Wonderland as one of their favorite Disney characters of all time over everybody they can choose. Belle, Ariel, Aurora. Aurora, come to think of it, was one of my favorite Disney princess names and one of my favorite Disney princess characters because of her story, you know, pricking her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel on her 16th birthday. I think that was a really cool way of setting up the whole story of Sleeping Beauty and falling in love with Prince Philip, and then that controversy with Maleficent. I think that was one of the only movies where the word hell was used in the script, because Maleficent was more of an evil kind of character and she was so infamous. And it's only now that Maleficent is kind of resurfaced in a movie with a stronger emphasis on villains, which I really appreciate. But the thing is, you're setting up for passing of the torch moments. It unofficially happened in Descendants. The torch was just unofficially passed from Sophia Carson and Dove Cameron to characters portrayed by Malachi Burton and Freya Sky, Victor and Nova. And I really do agree with you guys. I think they have something special. They have something special to offer the Zombies franchise. And I'm not just saying it because I'm the biggest fan of the Zombies franchise in the world right now. I'm saying it because it's the reality that we're faced with. We have to see the torch passed. If Milo Manheim and Meg Donnelly aren't going to be returning at least for a while, not even in the form of a cameo, because they're executive producers. They were credited in Zombies 4 down in the Vampires in the credits for being executive producers. I think we have to accept that the times have changed. And as fans of a franchise, I think more people are doing a greater job of accepting the times have changed, because now they've kind of forgotten about Meg Donnelly and Milo Manheim's characters and what they offered to the franchise. And they've moved on now to new characters that they're falling in love with. And the cool thing is, Freya Sky is one of the most YouTube stars in the world right now, despite all the criticism she's receiving, which means more people are getting to know who she is. More people are falling in love with her music. And it says that by how many thousands of people are subscribing to her YouTube channel, how many positive reviews are being uploaded now to YouTube about Freya Sky and written in written columns, because I'm a journalist too, and I love to write written columns from time to time on different websites about celebrities. I've done this all my life. So I look for the good. The reason why people have chose to criticize me for so many years is because I look for the good in a celebrity. And I love talking about celebrities in such a positive way, because if I can't talk about a celebrity the way I see it and the way I perceive it and choose to look at it, then it defeats the purpose of ever uploading a video to this YouTube channel. Because from the very first video that I uploaded on this YouTube channel, I promised you guys great reviews of Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Descendants, Zombies, and we were going to go all out. And every day since then, there's been at least one video uploaded on this YouTube channel that I have a greater appreciation for talking about Descendants and Zombies in, because not only did I get the chance to talk about Descendants and Zombies with each and every one of you who love it so much, I had the honor of meeting each and every one of you, and regardless of where I go from here or whatever happens to me, I will never forget the profound impact that each and every one of you had on my heart. From the very first moment a girl showed up at my door on Halloween many years ago telling me to go talk about Descendants and Zombies to a global audience on my show because she knew I was a YouTuber. And she's gotten what she wanted many years later, because I'm talking about Descendants and Zombies on the only Descendants and Zombies show dedicated to Descendants and Zombies videos for each and every one of you, with conversation about Tangled and Phineas and Ferb and every other franchise Disney and Nickelodeon has happening, because I'm a fan of Nickelodeon too, and I have to give them credit where credit is due. But I think right now nothing can really hold a candle or even come close to the Descendants has seen, with the merch, with the ticket sales, with the Worlds Collide Tour, the movies being downloaded and streamed on Disney+. It's incredible. The entire Zombies collection is actually available now as we speak on Disney Plus, and it's got over 250 million hours of stream time. So when you look at a number of 250 million hours of stream time, that really says a lot about how far a franchise has come in such a short amount of time. I mean, Zombies has only been around for 7 years, and already it's the number one franchise on Disney Plus. Everybody loves talking about it. I too love talking about it. I have never forgotten that iconic scene where Zed and Addison had that final kiss in Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. It makes me think of my own life and how I wanted to get to my own point in my own life where I would realize the same thing Zed and Addison did, where they wanted to spend the rest of their lives together. I think it was a beautiful way to set this up, 7 years in the making, and it was something we were waiting on, we were hoping them to get to, and they did, because they realized after every sacrifice they had made, they were the most important people in each other's lives, and they didn't want to live their life or go throughout life without them being a part of each other's life. And they got to that point where they realized that was the most important thing. And I think it really set things in motion for a lot of people, really helped make people make sense of their own lives and their own circumstances, because people really now are the best of friends because of Descendants and Zombies and what those franchises have taught us and the impressions they've left us with. And I think that it's a 5-star production, whatever way you choose to look at it. However you regardlessly feel about Descendants and Zombies has had an impact on everybody's heart in a different way. Because so many people feel differently about Descendants and Zombies more so than anybody else who's ever reviewed it. The best fans in the world are Descendants and Zombies fans because they've been able to outshine any amount of criticism that has come their way. Because Descendants and Zombies fans, not only the franchises, but the fans themselves have been victims of criticism. And I'm here to tell you guys, there's nothing wrong with being a fan of Descendants and Zombies. You guys are incredibly supportive of who and what you love. You know who and what you love. And because you know who and what you love, I really see nothing wrong with being a fan of Descendants and Zombies moving forward into the foreseeable future, because the ratings definitely say a lot. The numbers Descendants and Zombies keep putting up on Disney Plus is a true testament to how far these franchises have come. And I think that these franchises are something that we just can't live without, because it's Descendants, Zombies, or die. And more people believe now that an alien probe is on the way to Earth to kill us all in less than 100 days, which is really cool. We're buying into what Zombies is trying to convince us is actually the reality of life now, because it's Descendants, Zombies, or die for everybody. And the way I choose to look at it is, if we're going down, the best way to go down is go down together. Because I really believe that Descendants and Zombies fans are the most incredibly supportive fans in the world. I was a guy hosting a show out of his parents' basement. I didn't know if my show was ever going to be taken seriously. People were going to watch my show. But because of each and every one of you and your acceptance of me being a part of this niche and talking about Descendants and Zombies, this YouTube channel has 70,000 plus views, approaching 100,000 views. That's our next milestone. We have over 3,000 people almost nearly subscribed. So that makes us the #1 Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel in the world right now. And I have each and every one of you to thank for that, because without your guys' love and support, which is truly undeniable, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be streaming a new video game I just bought last week from GameStop, which you see in the back there. I really do love talking about whatever I've had the opportunity to talk about, but never so much as this. Because Descendants and Zombies offered me the opportunity to meet so many people of so many different cultures, so many ways of life, so many different opinions being shared about Descendants and Zombies. So many people ask me so many questions in every comment of every video that I ever upload to this YouTube channel. And it really has been the most fun that I've had in my entire life. Being a fan of Descendants and Zombies is an experience that I will never ever forget, because it gave me the honor to not only talk about my favorite stars and how I felt about them and everything they do on social media, because some of these stars are very socially active. Dumbo looks so comfortable in the back there, doesn't he? Dumbo's kind of peeking out there. Yeah, I really love talking about Descendants and Zombies so much for each and every one of you. I love collecting the stuff you see in the background. And I love doing this for everybody who ever thought they were a fan of Descendants and Zombies, because I've never been more proud to talk about a niche. But when I see people like Kylie Cantrell and Freya Scar crying all the time, I say to myself, enough is enough. These girls need to be proud of their accomplishment and realize their greatest friends every single time they miss them are each and every one of you. Because that's what it became for me. It became an honor for me to talk about Descendants and Zombies on this show, and it became one of the greatest honors of my life, and one that I will forever and always cherish, because I know how much Descendants and Zombies means to each and every one of your hearts. So we are just about 3 weeks out from Halloween 2025, and on Halloween night I will be here uploading a lot of Zombies videos. We're going to have a whole lot of fun on Halloween night, so I'm inviting you to join me for my Halloween night celebration. I'm counting it down on this YouTube channel, happening on, I believe, Friday night, October 31st. So I will be here profiling Descendants and Zombies for you guys on Halloween night. We'll be celebrating the birthdays of Ruby Rose Turner and Freya Sky coming up in just a few days. Actually, on October 16th is Ruby's birthday, and then the night after is Freya Sky's birthday. She'll be 16 on October 17th, and it gives me great honor and great prestige in talking about that. So October is going to be a huge month, as well as the countdown to Halloween. I haven't exactly gotten around to carving a pumpkin yet. My lights are orange. As you see, they're in the back, one of my favorite colors, and from what I hear, it's Meg Donnelly's favorite color, so I'm kind of in the Halloween spirit. Spirit Halloween is doing great business 5 minutes out the road from me, as well as the local noodle shop called Chinatown, which I never have to want to work at. So in order for me to become a full-time YouTube creator, I guess you guys have got to hit the subscribe button for this YouTube channel, because when you hit the subscribe button, I can, and most certainly will become a full-time YouTube creator, and will never have to work at a noodle shop for the rest of my life, because having to deliver 150 orders of noodles and driving a noodle truck is really a nightmare in my mind, and I'd never want to have to do that, or work at Five Nights at Freddy's, which actually is a real place, which I thought was just created for a video game. The sole purpose of a video game. I never thought the place was actually real, and you had to put your life in jeopardy, you know, with Freddy and Chico coming at you all the time. So if you guys could help me out by hitting my subscribe button and giving me a lot of subscribers for these videos, I would really appreciate it. I know I have a lot of Zombies fans out there who love these videos, so let's make some magic happen this morning and spread our own message of kindness. I will be back in a couple of hours from now with a new podcast. I'll have everything to say about Rapunzel and the live-action Tangled, my thoughts on Ruby Rose Turner in that next video I will upload for you guys, as well as a lot of conversation happening about Descendants and Zombies all throughout the month of October. So if you have not subscribed, you're probably going to want to do that. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, so honored to be in your guys' presence talking everything Descendants and Zombies. We will talk more in just a few hours from now, which is actually not that far away. Guys, have a wonderful day. I will be back later on this afternoon with more to say about Descendants and Zombies throughout the afternoon and into the evening. I've got the movie premiere of Ares to attend to earlier this afternoon, so I will be back with a new video for you guys. Don't forget to hit my subscribe button and my like button. I have a lot to say where Descendants and Zombies goes.